Hey guys, it's Mihika and today I'm going to be taking you through the process of making a mood board or a vision board. So for those of you who know what a vision board is, I'm pretty sure you're wondering, Mihika, it's already the end of Jan, what are you talking about? But I feel like your goals don't always have to start on the first day of the year. They can start whenever you want. So if you haven't made a vision board yet, you can still do so now. Nobody's stopping you. It's after all, it's a personal thing, so it doesn't really matter. And in terms of mood boards, it's just a fun thing to do, and I think it's a timeless activity. So that's why I'm going to be introducing you to both of these if you don't know about them, and if you do know about them and are here to learn how to make one, I'm gonna help you out. So through this video, we're going to be answering a few questions that people have about mood boards and vision boards. And the first question is, what exactly is a mood board and what exactly is a vision board, and what is the difference between both of them? So for mood boards, they're usually, if you're talking about them in a professional manner, they are used by designers. But in terms of everybody, in terms of a general audience, when it comes to mood boards, they can just mean a collage, and this collage is based on a particular idea or a mood. So an example would be, let's say you're feeling you're really excited for summer and you just want to make a mood board for summer just because you're excited for it. Then you pick out certain pictures that remind you of summer, and then you put them together, and then there you have it, there's your mood board. And then in terms of the vision board, that is a little more specific and more intentional. So everything you put on the mood board has to be intentional because they reflect your visions or your goals for the coming year. Some people can make vision boards for every month as well, or for their life. It's up to you. I mean, there's no rule as such, but usually people just make them for the coming year, and they do so at the end of December, but I made mine mid-Jan, so it's okay. So now we have the second question is, why should you even make one? So in terms of the mood board, as I said, it's a really fun activity and it's a timeless activity. It's not something you'll ever get bored of, and also because you could do it in multiple mediums, which I will be getting to later in the video. It doesn't have to become a very stagnant activity where you're just doing the same thing again and again just for different topics. And then for vision boards, as I said, it's for your goals, it's for you to get excited, it's for you to motivate yourself. And a lot of people have different ways to put their mood boards, which I will be introducing you to in a bit. But the most common is to make a wallpaper and then put it on your phone's lock screen or your laptop's lock screen. Also, the mood boards, you could make them for your friends. This is actually a trend a few months back on Instagram, where people would put a question sticker and say, give me your name, I'll make a mood board for you if I know you. So depending on the person's personality, you just put some pictures together, maybe some songs or some random Pinterest photos, quotes, anything. You just put it all in one Instagram story, and then you post it by tagging them. And I think the reason why it blew up so much and why it was so exciting is because people want to see how they're perceived. So the next question is, what goes on the mood board? So this might trouble some people. They are really confused, like, okay, I know that this is how I've seen that people do it, but I don't know what I should put on it. Usually there are about a few categories that you can choose from. So the main one is, of course, pictures. You could also have some quotes, and you could have some songs. So usually for the quotes, I would recommend you to have like quotes that you find on Pinterest. Don't like type stuff out. I mean, nobody's stopping you from typing stuff out, but it looks better when they're like pictures, so when they're like all in the same shape, so they're all in like squares or rectangles. And then for the songs as well, you can just screenshot either the album cover or the name of the song along with the slide bar where you can forward the song. For you to be more organized when you make your mood board or your vision board, write down or just make a mental note of what you'd like to put in the board. So I just generalized my answer right now, but when I'm talking about vision boards, you have to write down all your goals, and depending on that you can just say, okay, my goal is to sit straight more often. Then you see someone doing yoga or something, and then you can just put it in the mood board because that girl is sitting straight or something. So you just have to make some connections between the pictures that you find on the internet and your goals, and then put them on the mood board. So the next question is, what medium should I use? So you could always make a digital mood board, a digital vision board, or one that is printed that you can touch. So there are a few ways that you could make your mood board, and the most common are making lock screens, as I mentioned in the start of this video, where you choose the correct dimensions of your iPhone or your Android lock screen, and then your laptop lock screen, and then you just put all the pictures together, save it, and then save as wallpaper. Set as wallpaper. So I actually have a few more ideas for you that I collected. I have them on here on my laptop. So you could do a mood board on your wall. So seeing my blank wall, you might be thinking that's what I'm doing. Not really, but you could have all the pictures relating to your visions and goals, or just whatever mood you're going for, onto your wall. And the reason this is so exciting is because you don't have to limit just to paper and just pictures. You can always just put up random stuff, like maybe you could put up a doll or something. Maybe the doll is reminding you of, I don't know, something. Maybe you want to start a doll making class or something. So just put all of that stuff on your wall, and when it's on your wall, you don't have to limit yourself to just 2D stuff. You can always go for 3D as well. Then the next one, we have just a simple printed board. You can use cardboard or an art card, and you can even put it in a frame. And I've seen people do this for vision boards. So usually they'll have only max 10 pictures on their board, and they're very, very specific. Sometimes people even Photoshop those pictures to depict their goal. Or you can just make your collage and then frame it, and then you can put that frame on your desk or on the wall, anywhere you want to put it where you can see it all the time. You could put it on a cork board or a soft board. You can always just pin pictures on that, and the best thing is you can always just remove stuff and add more stuff when you feel like it. Then we have a book cover. This one is actually pretty interesting. I've never tried it before, I've never seen it before either. If you do, please let me know. Where you just print a whole book cover with your collage and then bind the book. Then we also have a phone cover. This is something I tried before. I didn't try it for a vision board, but I did try it for a mood board. You just take pictures of whatever mood you're going for. I think I had done a red based one because I made it for my phone, which is the red iPhone. And then you obviously cut out the part where the camera is gonna be, and then you put it in your transparent phone case. And I think it looks really good. If I have a picture or anything, I'll probably put it up here for you guys to see. Then the last one is for you to just simply do it on Pinterest. You just pin everything on Pinterest. This is fun, but it's also easy and it's not as exciting. I understand that using Pinterest is really exciting because after all, when you're pinning things to your board, you are making a mood board. But I feel like using Pinterest and saving the pins is just the start. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is Pinterest. This social media platform is the best, and if you don't have an account, something is wrong with you. Take this video as a sign and open one now. Anyways, let's just hope that you have a Pinterest account, and obviously we're going to be using it for the mood boards. It's the easiest way to just collect all your pictures in one place so that you can save them or copy paste them onto your mood board. this platform is actually the most unproblematic social media ever. Like, it's just you living your life, getting excited for things, motivating yourself, making boards, spinning stuff. It's really fun, and if you're ever confused about it or don't understand it, you can always visit my profile. Self-promotion. You can visit my profile, and honestly I don't remember my username, but it is linked below, so you guys can go check that out. In terms of what to pin, so of course depending on your mood or depending on the vision that you have, you just pin things related to that. If you're talking about a simple mood board, so if you're here just because you want to try making a mood board, you don't have a specific idea in mind, I would recommend using the colors green or brown. So throughout your mood board or your vision board, you should have like a few colors that are repetitive so that it looks more cohesive, and don't choose like half dark and half light pictures, or they won't go well unless you're doing some sort of ombre sort of effect, or doing half and half. If you have ideas like that, that's great, but just think before you save things. As I was saying about the color, the easiest colors to use are green and brown. Green because whenever there's a picture of a plant or like a meadow or trees, there's always green, so it's really easy. Like, even if the picture isn't actually focusing on the trees in the background, maybe it's a person in their outfit, they're still green, so it's really useful to use in your mood boards if you want to do like a green based mood board. And then brown, usually because I feel like a lot of Pinterest pictures have like that brown preset to them, like that brown filter, and I've seen this really commonly. And even in terms of a mood board, like if I just think of mood board, then I don't know why there's a brown one that just comes to my head. So I think brown pictures are very easy to find, so that's another color you could look at. And then the last one is white. So like minimalist and bright pictures are also easy to find, so if you're into that sort of aesthetic, you can always look for stuff like that.